Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life. Welcome back to my channel. I am super duper excited for this layout. It is for Confessions of the Paper Addict Cut File Shop, and it's for Virginia. She released her newest class, and it's all about rainbows and just fun different prompts and all of the goodness to that. And what I decided to do is that I picked this one out, and I got out My Bright Life from Jen Hadfield, or My Bright Life, and wanted to use this collection up because I don't have that much left of this. I just have like a couple of 12x12s along with the 6x8, or no, actually it's a 6x6 paper pad. And I do have some of the embellishments and some stickers and all that, and you'll see what I'll use throughout this collection. But I kind of took this pretty literal and cut out of the rainbow paper that is part of this collection. And what I did is that I've done this before where I placed down the positive or negative, however you want to look at it, because I can never tell the difference. I would say this is the positive, and then I'm taking the negative pieces, and what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take out the big sheet, and it's going to be left where the rainbows are at. And I absolutely love how this turns out. I love how this cut file can be very universal. Like, I could totally turn this into a stencil if I wanted to. I could back this up with shaker pockets, and that would work. And you would have little rainbow shaker pockets with different colors of sequins in it. You could do multiple different stuff with this particular collection and with this cut file. It will be linked down below, as well as everything else for Virginia. Make sure that you go check out the group. That's where you'll find all of the goodness and what everybody else does. We would love to have you. You can post just about anything in there. It does not have to be one of Virginia's cut files. You could definitely post your other layouts. I do it all the time. I just love that group. The group over there is so much fun to be with and whatnot. So make sure you go check out the group. That'll be linked down below, along with the cut file and the link to her class. I just love everything about the class as well. So here I am. I'm just finishing this up. I do struggle getting this back off, the negative or the positive, whatever you want to look at it, this paper, this piece that needs to come off. And I had to stop the camera to take it off and then film the rest of the layout. I could not believe that I couldn't get this booger off. It drove me insane. But I was able to get it off. You see me struggle, and I'm like, oh, I'm not going to keep this on camera. I turned it off, and there it is. I love it. So I used one of the Close to My Heart collections of the wood grain papers, and I'll link that down below because I think that by the time I get done with this and the airiness of it, it is perfect. I just love it. So the photo, oh, I miss this family so much. Anywhere I go, I love to watch kids. So I always say I'll babysit and all of this. And I would babysit these kids all the time. I just love them. This little girl is super duper cute. And one day she got, when I came over, we babysat, or when I was babysitting, she wanted to paint our faces. So we decided to paint her faces. And then she was like, we need to take a photo. So I'm like, of course we can take a photo. You know me. I just love how this turns out. It is super duper cute. And then she drew on my face, and then I drew on her face. So we both, she wanted both of us to look like cats. And so that's what we did. And I just love to babysit. It's so much fun. Some people, I know it's not for everybody, but for me, it's definitely, I love doing it. So I figured, you know what, after I was looking through all my photos, I'm trying to bounce back and forth between my daughters and myself. I'm kind of tired of doing some of my Europe stuff. And so I wanted to get back into just my regular everyday scrapbooking. So that's what I'm doing here. And I am loving how this turns out. So what I decided to do is, you know how there's always something at the end of each rainbow That's what I'm doing to all these rainbows. You'll see me end the rainbows. Because right now it just looks like they're kind of just hanging out there in La La Land. So I kind of wanted them to all end with something. I wanted them to end in, or start and end with like something on the layout. Or like on the ends of the rainbows. So that's what I am doing here. I absolutely think that what I did here is perfect. So I'm just going through everything, just trying to get it all to look right. And I do really go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on this, let's see here. I think that it is perfect. I just love how, like, honestly, I just love how I, kind of just, I don't even know how to explain how I embellish. Like, everybody asks me, like, how do you embellish? And I'm like, I don't know how I embellish. Like, I just kind of sit there, because I had somebody comment on one of my layouts just in the last couple of weeks about how, that they could never embellish the way I do, and like how you just pick everything and it just fits. I'm like, I don't know how to explain how I embellish. Maybe somebody enlighten me. You know what? Message down below, comment down below, and you tell me how I do this, because I don't know how I do this. I just kind of go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and I'm like, ooh, I love this. This looks good. I think that this is, perfect. Okay, I'm going to leave this. Nope, this doesn't look good. And then I go back and forth. And it's a lot of trial and error for me. I'm like, does this look good? Does that look good? Does this look good? That looks good. No, maybe. Yep. Yeah, sure. Kind of thing. And I just kind of bounce back and forth and just play around with it. And that's all I can say about it. Is I think that what you guys need to think about is what works best for you is the way you need to embellish. What works best for you for mixed media is what you need to do for mixed media. Go outside of your comfort zone. That is normal, and I, do that. That is fine. There's absolutely no reason why not to go outside your comfort zone. But if you're doing something that makes you feel that, yep, this is going to work, then do it that way and leave it. And who cares what anybody else says? I'm one of them that I kind of do whatever I want. I try not to do the same thing over and over and over. I try to, I try to branch out, and I try to give you guys quite a bit of variety, not only for you on YouTube, but then as people look through my albums. Now, do I have a ton of people that look through my albums? Oh, no. Oh, heck no. Like, I think I'm the only one that does. Kaylin does occasionally, and my husband's just like, keep feeding your fuel. Just keep feeding your hobby, because then, he knows that if I keep fueling my hobby, he can fuel his hobby type of thing. So, because his is gaming. And, but yeah, so I don't know. Like, I'm trying to, I had a hard time trying to answer that question, because I don't know really how and why I do my embellishments the way I do. But ultimately, it does turn out like, I don't know why, sometimes I don't like my layouts, and I'll admit it on camera. I'll admit through and through if I like something or if I don't like something. Like, sometimes I'm like, no, not like it, but it's done and over with. It's going to go into my album and call it a day. So it kind of just depends on, like, what it is and how it is. Like, for example, that llama is staying on there for a long time. Wait until you see I take it off, because I don't like it. It just doesn't fit the rapport. Now, am I adding birds everywhere? Yeah. Do I add butterflies? Yeah. This llama, it works because the color matches, but it just didn't, for me, it didn't fit the vibe. So then I'm okay with that. Take it off and put it back, and try something different. Because that's about what you have to do. Let's see here. Let me see. What else am I doing? I'm just going through the stickers and that kind of stuff. Now I'm trying to finish out some of these little bits and bobs. Do you see how I took out... Okay, so I took out that llama, and look what I put there. I feel like that fits the jive of the end of that rainbow a little bit better. I added a bicycle. Has nothing to do with this layout. I mean, I've got cats all over the place. Here I am going in with the little butterflies. You can see them better off camera, like in real life with this layout, but it works really well. I like adding these little bits and bobs to this layout. Make sure that you go like and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you to my YouTube channel. I'm almost at 2,500 subscribers. I absolutely would love to have you. I do upload between 2 to 3 times a week. I did take a little bit of a break. I needed to. My brain was just saying, Miranda, you just have to. And then that, so now my layouts are back to the way I feel. I love the way they turned out, etc., right? So sometimes you just need to do that. So my title's going to be Meow, 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 because I think it fits our little cat faces. I am just going through and doing that, and then I'm going to come out with white splatters from acrylic paint right there from Liquitex, and then that is it. I will definitely leave you with the still shots at the end. If you are new to my channel, please think about subscribing. I would love to have you. I am hoping that you all are staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you.